Caitlin, and this week's Cat of the Week is Miss Emmy. Miss Emmy is a 17-year-old tiger here. She is actually missing her tail. In the wild, it would affect them without their tail because they use it to balance and help them steer when they're running at top speeds hunting down prey. But since we feed our cats raw meat here at the refuge, they don't really need their tail to help them steer to catch that prey. Also, you can tell that their terrain isn't that steep or rocky, so she doesn't really need it to balance. She gets along just fine without that tail. As you can tell as she walks, she does have a little bit of a limp. Sort of a strange walk, and that's because she has been declawed. All cats walk on their toes, and when you declaw the big cat, it removes up to the first knuckle, forcing them to walk on the pads of their feet, changing the entire way they walk, the entire way they stretch. It has really negative long-term health effects for them. It causes arthritis down the back, in the spine, in the joints. So it is very negative for a cat's health to be declawed. It is now illegal to declaw the big cats. But unfortunately, Miss Emmy was actually declawed early on in the 90s. Miss Emmy does live out here by our bed and breakfast. If you stay in our tree house, you can see her all night long and hear her moan and play around in her habitat, and she really loves to attack her big red ball. So if you want to get a good view of this lady all night long, come stay with us at our bed and breakfast here at the refuge.
Alright, here we are to pick up Miss Priss, a little bobcat. We got a call on just a few days ago. The guy who has him has to work most of the time, 7 to 9 every day, so he just brought her to work with him. And so here we are at the tobacco shop here where he's got her in a little pet taxi. We'll go in and get the story and pick her up and bring her back to the refuge.
We run a big cat refuge, and it's, you know, we always... People just don't believe that other people have, private owners have these type of animals, you know?
Yeah, I used to have 2 tigers and got rid of them a year ago because where I moved wouldn't let me have them.
Oh yeah, where'd you get them from?
I got them from California.
Wow. It's a long way to transport them.
And I had them ever since they was the bitty things, you know. They were full grown when I got rid of them.
Oh yeah? And why didn't you keep them?
Because I moved to Melbourne, city limits, and Melbourne didn't let me have them in the city limits. So I took them to Oklahoma City at the zoo.
Oh. Well.
They were my babies too.
One of the customers coming here was talking about had 4 of them, and he done gave the other 3 away. He said the mom had run off and left them, and they had that one. He's trying to get rid of it, and so I said I'd take it because I didn't want to get it stuck in a zoo or a cage or something. Thought, you know, we could raise it and let it back go in the wild and stuff. But I got 7 kids, so I was kind of worried one of my kids might get their fingers in the cage or something. So I got to looking on the website, and y'all's was the one I liked, so I called y'all. And my wife, she read a bunch of stuff online and stuff, and just, you know, we figured it'd be best to. We tried calling different places to see if we could find somebody to raise it and release it, and it's real hard, I guess, because we couldn't find nobody interested in doing that. Everybody said it'd be best to, you know, to be put in a zoo or something like that, or a refuge or something, because they never would fully be able to defend itself or something in the wild, you know, and stuff like that. So we decided to go ahead and call y'all and let y'all take care of it. Cause
what were you feeding it?
Hamburger meat and steak.
Okay.
Cut up pieces. We're going to give it, you know, I figured to give cat food or dog food or something, and y'all was like, no, it needs meat. So, and somebody else had told, the reason why I called y'all is because somebody told me it would starve on cat food. So I figured, you know, I need to find out. I don't really know, never had one before. Had coons and all kinds of other wild animals. And you know, I thought, you know, being so little it'd be easy to tame down, but you can, when it goes off at you, you can see the wild in it. It's got it.
All right, but yeah.
Here's Lori bringing in a little baby bobcat.
Oh, sorry.
After an all-day trip. What's her name?
Miss Priss.
Miss Priss. Well, Prissy. Hey, Prissy. Miss Priss.
Miss Prissy.
Here's Miss Priss. She's going to stay in here for a day or two. Then
We can have somebody's
we'll have another area ready. Another area ready for her. She looks pretty healthy. 7 weeks old, approximately.